be back. So just give me a few seconds. I'm just going to set up now to see your views. Okay, what I'm going to do today, right, is our teriyaki soba. So actually, what I wanted to do was really to greet all of you. Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka? So I hope your weekend was a good one, right? So, okay, hi everyone, hello. Can y'all hear me? If you can, please give me a heart and to show that, you know, you can hear me loud and clear. Yes? Okay, alright, so what I'm going to do today is teriyaki chicken sauce with soba. So I would like to actually introduce to you, or rather tell you a little bit more about soba. So for soba, we most of the time, you know, we are really used to eating it either in cold, or actually, but for this dish, we're going to do it actually in warm. So something about soba is that it's actually made, okay, I'm going to show you, alright? It's actually made from buckwheat flour, and basically it's really high in fiber as well, right? So it makes a very good alternative to either spaghetti or even things like your regular noodles, right? So the soba we're going to get today, basically you can buy it in different forms. It's like that. You can go for the dry ones, but most of the time I prefer to go for ones that is really in a packet form. So for this one over here, we actually have got, it comes in this packet like that. Okay, and also this. Okay, so it's got this dry flake sachet where we actually can use it later on as a condiment for the noodles, right? So when it comes up, right, it's actually like that. Okay, so there is the sesame seeds and also the flakes, so bonito flakes, or if you like, you can go for the furikake. So furikake is actually, you know, spiced flakes you actually put on your rice and your noodles. Okay, so you can put that. Okay, so other ingredients, right, we have over here, we have our chicken. So chicken breast. We have some minced garlic and ginger. We have our xiao cye, okay, bok choy, any type of vegetables, and also some carrots just for the fiber and also the color. For the sauces, right, so we have got low salt soy sauce. We have also our sushi seasoning, like a rice wine vinegar. We have honey and also some oil, right? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cook the soba noodles. So basically have a large pot like that, right? And just put it to a rolling boil. One thing about soba noodles is that most of the time when we eat it at the restaurant, it is served cold. And you will notice that sometimes if you put it on for too long or you leave it for too long, it gets stuck together. So what you need to do, a tip for you for soba noodles, is that when you cook it, make sure you don't overcook. Then immediately dunk it into cold water so it doesn't stick, right? So remember, don't overcook it, and once you cook it, lift it from the pot and then right away dunk it into cold water. So always have a bowl of cold water just beside you, okay? Alright. So, okay, what I'm going to do now, okay, is to have a pot like that. Okay, so I'm going to prepare the noodles first, then later on I'll prepare the sauce. So when you put it to a rolling boil, okay, you can cover the pot so it actually cooks much faster. So while waiting for the pot to heat up, I just want to know, okay, oh yes, thank you. One of my viewers says that the view is much better now. Yeah, we know, we really want to bring you a much better experience, you know, the sound, and really for us to bring to you a much better experience, right? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's furikake, not cake, correct? Furikake. Thank you, Judy. I think maybe you heard it. You actually have subtitles. Okay, so wait for it to boil a little more. Okay, what I wanted to say was that sometimes we might be really used to some staples like just rice or, you know, our Asian noodles. It's nice to also explore certain types of carbohydrate, things like couscous, you know, or even things like whole wheat pasta, or even like brown rice bee hoon. So this will actually give you a different type of taste, and also what's most important, the different type of nutrients we have. Right? So we're going to just heat it up a little bit more. Okay? So we're using an induction cooker where the water actually heats up pretty fast. Okay? Alright, and what I wanted to say was also that besides teriyaki chicken, you can put in things like seafood, you know, or even like fish. So what's also very important is that, you know, we have actually done up our own teriyaki sauce. So that's really important because you get to reduce the salt and all that. Okay? So I'm pretty sure you might have also been receiving updates if you have followed our group on the different schedules we have lined up for you. Really exciting ones like a Zumba, you know, we have got piloxing this evening with Jeffrey, and tomorrow I'm going to teach you on this soy milk laksa, which I'm pretty excited to try. So, you know, please really do stay tuned because we are constantly, you know, choosing, curating different recipes for you. And later down, you know, the schedules, we're going to do things like on weight management, you know, diabetes, or even like low cholesterol kind of recipes. Right? So the water is a little bit almost heated up already. So what I will do, okay, I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to put it right in here. So remember to prepare ice water over here, okay, so that you don't overcook the noodles. Right, so I'm just going to pop the entire packet in here. Well, if you're a small eater, I think around half a packet will be good enough for you. So this is ready for 2. But of course, if you're feeling really hungry that day, you know, you can have this. So remember, if you want to control your intake, try to go for more vegetables, you know, and put in more vegetables in your food. Alright? Okay. So, thank you. Hi everyone. Can we do the cold soba version the next round, or is this a cold version? Well, this is actually a warm version. Why? Because you're going to eat it with your teriyaki chicken. You can do a cold version. So what you want to do for cold version basically is still preparing the noodles on your own, or like that. Okay? And then there's actually a packet in here. So go for the ones that comes with a ready packet like that already. So this is the liquid soup, not to put it into the pot when you're cooking the soba noodles. It's really like a condiment at the side. Okay, so the preparation of cold noodles is the same, just that you need to put it into the fridge to let it be cold. Okay, okay, so can we do mentaiko, is it? Well, we can try doing that, just that the calorie intake, its calorie counts for that might be a little bit higher. So we can explore that. Thank you for your comments. Right. How many of you here love Japanese food? Okay, maybe you would like to put your views in there. Okay. Yeah, how many of you like it? Just give me a like Japanese food in the comments. Right. So you notice, okay, the noodles will look like that. Okay. So how long to cook? Okay, I've got a viewer asking me. So you can cook it to al dente, meaning to say it's really firm to the touch. So you notice that it's actually quite cooked already. And what you need to do for these noodles, they no need to go for a really big boil. Alright, so I'm almost done with this. I'm going to just pick it up because I want to prevent it from overcooking. Alright, so I'm just going to use a strainer and strain it up. Alright, like that. Where can you buy the noodles? You can get it from your large supermarket. You can get it. You can get the dry ones as well. Okay, so for that one, really watch on your cooking timing, because if not, you might really overcook and it's going to stick a lot more. Right, so I'm just going to pick it up. So after it's cooked, it doesn't really quite change in color. It's really just the texture and the thickness like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in my cold water. Okay, and just leave it. Later on, I will use it for my plating. Okay, so this is how it looks. There you go. Okay. Right, next I'm going to change my pan now. Why? Because I'm going to cook my teriyaki sauce. Okay, I'm going to now put a pan here. We're going to prepare our teriyaki sauce now. Alright, so it's really simple and it really tastes like the real deal with lesser salt. So what's most important is that when we are using a sauce or doing up a sauce, remember that there's a lot of excess sauce that's coming up, you know, when you're cooking your chicken and all that. So always remember to taste your food first before you add in more salt to season your food. Okay, so for this dish, we don't really have got a lot of salt. It's really using reduced soya sauce. Okay, so I'm just going to heat up the pan a little. Okay, and remember for this, you need to use a measuring spoon. I understand how sometimes, you know, when we are really good at our dish, you know, some particular dish, you know exactly how much to put in. But you want to reduce the salt, you really need to use a measuring spoon. Okay, so it says for reduced soy sauce 3 tablespoons. So just put it in first. Okay. With a pan. So try not to have your pan too hot, because what's going to happen is that you will immediately go to evaporate, so you're going to have very little sauce. Okay, though you need to reduce this sauce a little bit more, but try to go for a pan that's not too hot. Okay. And then we have our rice vinegar. Okay, rice vinegar is 1. And then we have our honey. So for honey, I've got questions asking me, is it okay if you want to put Manuka honey for this cooking? Well, you can if you're feeling really luxurious. For Manuka honey, I do not recommend it cooking. Why? Because it's got all your good antibodies in there that you don't want to destroy while cooking it. Right? So you can put it in here. Just a little bit. Sweeten the sauce. Right? And we're going to put in your garlic and your ginger. So this is essential to make your teriyaki sauce like the real deal, right? So I know some of us don't really like the ginger and the garlic too much. Just add a little tinge to it and it really flavor your sauce pretty well. Alright, so for those my colleagues standing here, can you smell it? Yay! Okay. What you need to do for this sauce is just heat it up a little. Okay, let the aroma, you know, be released from all your sauces. And then next, you need to put in the chicken. Alright, so scoop up the sauce first. Alright, then later on, you need to scoop up the sauce. Okay, so it comes like that. Okay. So turn it off. Okay. So what you need to do for this sauce is to let it cool first. Right? Why? Because you're going to add in your chicken, which is like that. So this was done 30 minutes ago, right before we had our live. So what I did was actually pop the chicken right into the marinade like that. So you have a good, well marinated chicken slice. Okay, so it's going to be like this. So next, what I'm going to do, alright, I am going to just clear the pot a little to cook the chicken. Right? Pan fry the chicken and to let you see how it will look like. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right, because it's really quite reduced here, I'm just going to use the same pan. I'm going to just pop the chicken right in because the pot is really quite hot already. Right? So then you actually get to see that you reduce the oil by just putting the chicken right into the sauce. Can you smell it? Really? Wow! Okay. Yes, you can use rice vinegar that we are using for sushi rice. That's exactly what I have. Because I realized when I go to the supermarket to find a rice wine vinegar, it's actually quite tart. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce this a little so that we don't overheat the pan. Okay, I am going to put the chicken in now. Okay, so that you see. So we get the sizzle in there. Okay. Yeah. So for this, you can use fish if you like. So white fish, you know, for fish wise, you can marinate as well. So just put it into the pan, you know, to the marinade before you cook, and that will save a lot of time. If you're going to prepare this the day before, you can put it into your Ziploc bag, put it in the fridge, and you're good to go. Right? So I'm just going to pan fry a little like this. Okay. So a lot of us, sometimes, you know, we have got new carbohydrate, you know, we are a little bit apprehensive to try it. So, you know, I would really suggest, be adventurous, try it, you know, no harm trying, and before you know it, you're actually like, hey, you're getting quite good at this. Okay? So, over here, we really want to bring to you healthier options, you know, something that's like less hassle-free. But we're also exploring more complex recipes. So if you like more complex recipes, or you would like me to demonstrate certain kind of recipes, please just leave us a message. You can comment over here as well. I'm also on my Facebook, so go to our MeMac group and you can find me there. I will be available, you know, to answer some simple questions you have. So, but you need to reply and really post them. We'll know, okay, that you actually looking for some queries, you know, or clarifications. So important for you to also list down what recipes you want us to cook, and we can consider right for you. Okay, so my chicken look is almost done now. Okay, just give it a good toss. Okay. So for chicken, for this chicken fillet, if you have actually seen my first live, I was telling you that, you know, for chicken, you know, don't be afraid of using fillet. Why? Because the fats, you know, is not, and there's not a lot, and some of us might think that it's actually very, very hard, you know, and tough. Actually, no. So once you have this in here with the marinades, you're actually sealing in the sauces already. Okay? So that will be pretty easy for you and go for a healthy option. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to plate it up already. Okay, so I am going to now put the noodles. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this off a little first, put it aside, give it some space. Okay. I'm going to put in some noodles, so later I'll show you close up. Okay, so I'm going to have a very pretty plate here, and for the xiao bai cai and the carrots, what I did was actually just blanch it like that. Right, so pretty fast way, just put it over here. Now I am going to put in some noodles. Okay, to just to put it at the side over here. Okay. You know how when you plate your food nicely, it gives the person a different kind of dining experience, right? So of course, sometimes I know when we're cooking on our own, you'll be like, oh, you know, there's no need for you to, you know, put so nicely. Well, trust me, if you do it on a nice plate, you know, and with garnishings and all that, you look pretty nice, and you know, you're appetizing. It really looks quite appetizing. So I'm just going to put some chicken on top. Okay, if you have some excess sauce, you can put on top, but if you don't like so much of that sauce, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to now put it on a little. You realize that if you leave the pot on for too long, the sauces actually get reduced quite quickly. So remember to remove it from the pot, you know, if once you're done. So you don't want the sauce to all dry out. Okay. Yes, can you smell it? How many are going to try this recipe? Okay, if you have not joined our Telegram, please do so now, so you get updated on our recipes, and also, you know, join in some very interesting polls. Okay. Can you fry the soba together with teriyaki chicken? You can do that, but make sure that if you're going to cook the soba noodles, then you need to make sure that it's really a quick one, so that you don't overcook, because once you put it into the pan, right, it will cook very, very quickly. Alright, so we're almost done. What I'm going to do now is going to add in just a little bit of sesame seeds on top, okay, just for the garnish, and also to complement the sauce pretty well. Alright. Okay, now this is how the teriyaki chicken and soba will look like. If you like how this is presented, everyone give me a heart and a like. There you go. Okay. Right, okay, so we have came to the end of our session today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, do stay tuned for my soy milk laksa, and tonight at 7 p.m. we have please join Jeffrey for his piloxing. Okay, and this is, can you see now? I've got comments that says that they can't see it very well. I'm going to show this again. Yeah. Oh yes, I was saying, so please stay tuned. Remember to turn on your notifications, okay, when so you can actually get to know when we are going on live. And remember to tune in, or if not, log in to our Healthy SG, you know, sign up so you get all the different recipes posted to you. Okay, so till then, I'll see you tomorrow. Leave me a message on my MinMed Facebook group and I'll answer you. Okay, bye everyone.